So there's like there's a whole lot of like significance to it for Kendrick, and also I think too Grand National, just to play on words, Grand National, right? Like nation, pride. Kendrick kind of leaning on America while Drake's being the Canadian. There's a lot of things to dig into it. So phenomenal project. I think definitely in the running for album of the year, and yeah. Who else thought this was YG?
I did.
I thought it was YG, man. Oh my god, I don't want to stop, but we gotta stop. All right.
Gotta have a Top Hill listening party.
I swear, that's what we should have did. Top Hill listening party, man, for G and X. All right, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1. Top Hill episode 204. Welcome to another episode of the Top Hill Live. This is your boy, Mr. Top Hill Live, aka E Money Boss.
And I'm the Carmen.
What? D Carmen's in the building? Hold up. Wait. What? Wait. Stop the show. Or start the show. All right. You guys already know why we're here, man. Let me go ahead and get our girl on the line real quick, and then we're going to get right into it. Hey, FYI, this is Imani and Carmen. We're about to start episode 204. Can you let the people know who you are and what the show is all about?
Absolutely, Money and Carmen. Here's the intro for episode 204. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 204 of the Top Hill Live Show. I'm FYI, your creative voice assistant, here to join your fantastic hosts, Money and Carmen, as we continue our exciting journey of bridging the gap between African cultures on the continent and in the diaspora. We dive into music, real estate, culture, and much more. Our show is all about celebrating diversity and building a global community through enriching conversations and live reactions. Whether you're tuning in from Lagos, London, Johannesburg, or Jamaica, this show is crafted for you. Join us as we explore trending topics, share unique experiences, and fuel our passion for traveling to Africa. Huge thanks to the Top Hill family for your continued support. Your presence makes every episode unique. And a warm welcome to our new viewers. We're thrilled to have you with us on this journey. Let's jump into episode 204. Now, back to our amazing hosts, Money and Carmen.
Thank you, FYI. She called me Money today. What's poppin'? What's going on, man? Appreciate you for pulling up on us tonight. All right, guys. We got a lot to get into in actually little time, so we're going to try to get as much as possible. All right, you guys already know the big news. Kendrick Lamar has dropped his surprise 6th studio album, G and X, on November 22nd, 2024. It is featuring 12 records with a 44-minute time frame. And first, I'm just going to say, shout out to Carmen, because Carmen actually called this out. Like, Carmen knew. Hold up. Round of applause for Carmen. Carmen knew.
I'm psychic!
She knew, man.
You might not know! But I be knowing!
She be knowing, man. I did not think that we was going to get any more Kendrick anything until the Super Bowl. I'm such a big Kendrick fan. I just don't want to be let down. You know what I mean? So I think I just prepped my mind and my brain for just like, you know what? He's done enough this year. We'll just wait, you know what I mean? But this is the perfect year to drop an album.
I thought he was going to do it on Drake's birthday, but
That's so bad.
I feel like, even like, I don't want to get too far into it, but I definitely just want to mention that, like, Peep the Heart Part 6, he didn't mention that nigga. So it's like, I feel like he just didn't want to give him that satisfaction. He's like, I could drop it on your birthday, but I ain't. I'm going to drop it on your birthday.
Yeah, he's like, I did enough. Like, no more round twos. He's like, look, I buried this. This is over. We're done with it.
I don't think that's what it gave, but I definitely think it gave, like...
No, because he's like, I'm not doing this with you anymore. Like, like, it's over. Like, I'm not going to entertain you anymore. Like, basically, Kendrick's like, I'm too much for you. I'm too great for you to even come back down to your level anymore. So that's how Kendrick's mind is thinking. Now,
wait. The date.
And this is why I brought this up. Okay, guys, Kendrick, shout out to Caesar. He is surgical, man. He is. Nothing that he
Scalpel.
does goes by mistake, okay? So every single time that he dropped this year, it was during a significant period of time. So we already know the Like That Joan came out. That was on Future's time. Now, when it came to like the Pop Out coming out on Juneteenth, the Not Like Us video dropping on the 4th of July, Watch the Party Die on September 11th. All these dates have some significant kind of meaning, you know what I mean? And November 22nd, I don't know. Like, people are always looking for stuff. The only thing that I could find was the November 22nd date. I mean, it is 1122, but it's also when John F. Kennedy was assassinated.
Kennedy.
So it's also when John F. Kennedy got assassinated.
Sorry.
Don't know if that has any significance or relevance to this conversation, but I would like to know what you guys think of the album so far. I love it. I mean, as soon as it dropped in Eastern time. It dropped at noon, and I was in the middle of work. And
Facts. I was at work.
I was like at work, and I was like, "Wait, what the heck?" So
Wait, let me listen to this. Sorry, give me a second.
nah, fuck them. I turned my speakers on high. I work for both. I turned my speakers on high. I blasted. My whole neighbors heard that album that day.
I put my ear pod in
Yeah.
at my desk.
Yeah. Man, I did the speaker test. I did the car test, and
the car test is like the elite, the official.
Exactly. And now we're in the studio too. Shout out to Studio Wayside, by the way, as well too. I'm giving my man a round of applause as well. Now, hearing it in the studio is also a different vibe as well too. Like these speakers and stuff like
Man,
that
this
in
shit.
here. You feel it in your soul,
right here.
right there, man. So, all right, we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna play a little bit of snippets of beats.
Wait a minute. No, hold on.
Wait.
What's our number to second limit for the song? Each song.
30 seconds.
Quality check live it. 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds is the thing max. We're going to just skim through the album and give our thoughts on it. And yeah, man. All right, so
I have not finished it, so I feel like I'm gonna want to
it's
listen
gonna
to
be
more.
long. Yeah. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. We don't got time. All right. Some of the surprise features. We got SZA on here twice.
Now hold on, maybe we can listen to 30 seconds. Maybe I have 30 seconds to spare.
30 seconds to spare.
Wait a minute, where's she at?
She's at the third record on Luther, and then she's on the outro with Gloria.
I didn't finish Luther. I don't think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't. Ow. Okay. All right.
You want to hear a little bit of her?
I just want to hear.
We go get.
What's her government name?
That's a great question. Let's find that out. All right. This is Luther, Kendrick Lamar featuring SZA.
Talk.
Solana. Imani. Bro, okay. Shout out to SZA, man.
Anna.
She's 35? Wow, I never knew that. Hey. Let's go to that bill. Had to slow it down for the ladies, man.
I didn't know she was 35 though. I'm like,
Hey.
89? You're age, baby? That's a little insane to me.
That's new to me. That's new to me. She was amazing, though. Shout out to SZA.
Her and Drake being Scorpio's crazy.
Oh yeah, double Scorpio. That's bad. Yeah, man. Kendrick is diabolical, man. All right, so we just had a SZA and Drake feature not that long ago on For All the Dogs, the Slime You Out record. I think that she was also underused on there, and she was also on Rich Baby Daddy with Sexy Red as well too.
She a TDE girl at the end of the day.
She is, yeah. Like, her loyalty has definitely been shown. And Kendrick is actually known for doing this. Like, you remember Georgia Smith? So Drake, used to talk to Georgia Smith for a while too. They have records together and stuff like that. And then I remember, like, they had their falling out, and then Kendrick got a record with Georgia Smith, and on the Black Panther soundtrack, and they did some promo stuff together too. Then you had the Rihanna situation. We all know the Drake and Rihanna situation.
Lizzy.
That's an interesting track to grab her on as well too. So like Kendrick is nothing. I don't put nothing past this man for doing certain things. But great record. The other features on here, he really showed out for the West Coast, and I think that this was a very important piece to this year. And I think why he wanted to do this album, or I also believe it's a mixtape. I something about this is just giving me like a mixtape vibe.
It did give me a mixtape vibe. Like even like the amount of tracks that were on there. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's the production is out of this world, amazing. Sonic quality is up there and stuff like that. But it just feels like there's either a part 2 or this is a mixtape. Like I feel like there's more coming, and there has been some insiders kind of leaking saying that there's more coming, either around Super Bowl time or maybe even sooner than that. But I would not be surprised if we get another Kendrick project.
You think
we'll
get it before or after Super Bowl?
I'm thinking maybe right after. I think it's just smart. Like while you have the most eyes on you in the entire world, and people are watching your performance and stuff like that, why not give them a product that they could consume right
I feel
after
after
that?
would be best because like if we get it before, it's gonna be like, okay, well now I'm expecting you to perform these songs versus like you have a whole new. I don't know, but at the same time, at Super Bowl, I noticed that people perform their most like known songs. Like we might motherfucking get Poetic Justice, like.
Well,
which I wouldn't be mad at.
I don't know if we'll get Poetic Justice because that's the Drake record. So
Maybe we will.
Mustard was petty too. I don't know. Did you see Mustard performing at Tyler's festival? Oh, hold on. No, I got you. Hold on, I got you. Hold up. Wait a minute. Mustard Camp Flogna. The West has had a great year too. Like from Tyler the Creator to
when was the last time
Schoolboy
the East
Q.
had a good year?
50 Cent.
You said G-Unit.
G-Unit. Shout out to 50 Dipset. You know what I mean?
Pop Smoke had his thing going.
Oh, he did. He did. But it was kind of felt like him by himself.
Every time we have a good thing going in the East Coast, they kill them niggas. Like, that's just like...
Unfortunately.
Y'all niggas suck.
All right. So, this was Mustard just a couple of days ago.
Wait a damn minute.
So, he was performing at...
That background was OC.
You ready? Here we go. Yeah.
No, he didn't. He said strike.
That was disrespectful.
You see how all the West Coast artists stick together?
Yeah, they do. That's one thing. They definitely have...
solidarity.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so the reason why I think that he did this album as well too, and it feels more like a tape because he really put on for a lot of West Coast artists that the world has never heard of. You know what I mean? He did the Pop Out event, and that was like the West Coast celebrating Kendrick, them showing their solidarity and supporting him. And I think this is a great way that Kendrick can get back to the West Coast by actually putting on artists, from his coast and stuff. So we got Dottie 6, Lefty Gunplay, Wally the Sensei, Siete 7X, Roddy Ricch, of course, AZ, Chike.
He got Roddy out though?
He got Roddy out. Hitter J3, Young Threat.
I don't know why in my brain I thought Glorilla was going to be on Gloria.
I was thinking it too. I was thinking it too. I was like, yeah, that would have been
Midwest?
All right. Yeah.
Like,
The Gloria album. Okay, I low key want to dig in onto a little bit of these tracks. We're not going to play them, but I'm just going to talk about some significance on certain tracks that I heard. That nigga do it out there. Whacked Out Murals. What a hell of a intro. The most I think standout bars and stuff like that on here was what he said to Wayne. So let's pull what he said about Wayne.
Wayne talk about something. Oh, I just be minding my business. Man, shut your bitch ass up and get in the field.
You was crying on stage.
Get in the field.
Complaining.
Get in the field. Talk about some don't want to wake to be something. Wake that nigga up.
Right, where you been at?
Matter of fact, I think that's what hip hop needs right now. Wake that nigga up.
Yeah. Because we're going to talk about Drake in a minute, man. I don't think Drake is well. I'm going to be honest with y'all.
Nah, because he crashing out on random Twitches.
Yeah, I don't think Drake is well, y'all. Like, and he's trying too hard to say that he is, and that's typically what happens when you're not. You know what I mean? All right, so Kendrick, in his intro track, Whacked Out Murals, says...
The whole
Go
Young
ahead.
Money, Cash Money, I ain't gonna lie, they've been crashing out this whole year.
Yeah.
And Wayne was the last of them.
I don't know. I think Drake was the last of them. Wayne kind of had like a solid crash out
Yeah.
to me. You know what I mean? But we gave him grace because he's a legend. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Lil Wayne's a legend. He's an icon.
Drake, and Wayne kind of crashed. And it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, the fall of an empire.
Yeah. I did not think that. I never thought I was going to see the day that Drake was going to go down like this, but it's down bad for him. We're going to get to that in a minute, y'all. All right, so Kendrick says, I used to bump the Carter 3. I held my Rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Got the Super Bowl, and Nas the only one that congratulate me. All these niggas agitated. I'm just glad it's on they faces.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Showing niggas some love.
let me see if I can find Lil Wayne's response. Yeah. So Lil Wayne says here, man, what the fuck did I do? I just be chilling, and they still come for my head.
What did he come for me for?
Right. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me. But I shall destroy, if disturb, one on me. Love. Yeah.
Well, wake that nigga up. Like, don't threaten me with a good time.
Right. So that's what was said there. And honestly, I mean, you know, I respect Wayne. I love Wayne growing up. Just what he listened to and stuff like that. Legendary mixtapes. The Carter 3 is one of the best hip hop albums of our generation and era for sure. The Carter 2 is also right behind it too. Like, and he has some incredible verses and stuff like that. But if the truth of the matter is, Lil Wayne is in no physical condition to be performing on the biggest stage in the world. He's not. He's just not, man. Like, if you look at some of Wayne's most recent performance, I've seen Wayne perform live multiple times. And some of them times he either doesn't show up, he's late as fuck, he doesn't really, like, rap his lyrics and stuff like that. Like, he's a lazy performer.
I was gonna say lazy.
Yeah, he's a lazy performer, unprofessional performer. And then there's also conversations as well too. Like when he was performing at the Grammys, he won't show up for rehearsal. He just shows up when it's time to actually perform. He doesn't network or politic with anybody there, and he leaves. So when you're that kind of person, and
no one wants to work with you.
Yeah, why would you?
And you're kind of old and washed up now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're not even in your prime no more.
Right. So now you're like, yes, you created all of these, you know, legendary records, and you know your name will forever go down as one of the greatest rappers alive. But you have to put in the work. You know what I mean?
Like, what else?
Yeah. And that's why Kendrick was like, yo, like, I can't believe my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Like, Kendrick not only does the records that he needs to do, but Kendrick politics and networks the way he's supposed to as well, too. Because when everybody knows in 2013, when he got robbed of Good Kid, Mad City for not getting Rap Album of the Year, and they gave it to fucking Macklemore, Kendrick could have made a big-ass hissy fit. He could have bitched and complained and said, fuck the Grammys, I'm never going to come back, and blah, blah, blah.
Macklemore.
Yeah.
I can't.
The Grammys will never be able.
Macklemore songs.
That was the Grammys to me, like, biggest fucking epic fail. that you could have ever done because it was so fucking clear. And then you even had him come out and perform. So it's like, damn, you had him nominated for like 7 fucking albums.
They've done that a lot with like Black
A lot
artists.
of people, yeah, they do, and a lot of them are getting fed up, and that's why even like Jay-Z and Beyonce said
So
like
they be like, "Fuck you."
he said, yeah, they even tell him like, yo, we're not coming unless we know we're winning something. Like that's the type of shit that Jay-Z and Beyonce is on. Kendrick wasn't on that because he was still new, he was still the rookie, you know what I mean? But he chilled. So the next time when he got nominated for To Pimp a Butterfly, he was nominated for 11 fucking Grammys, tied with Michael Jackson. So Kendrick, he wasn't emotional about it. You know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. And now, and he's also not really like, he's raw enough without being, but he's also safe. You know what I mean? It's like, he is a good brand to build on. Like, he's not somebody that's going to be going out to the clubs and getting drunk or blah, blah, blah. He's not going to.
Also, not somebody you see a bunch of interviews saying like they're
he has some mystique to
personal
him.
and political and
Yeah.
opinion on certain things. He's just kind of very cut and dry. Where it's like, this is what my realm of things that I think about and I talk about.
Mm-hmm. He got a wife and kids as well too. So it just shows trustworthiness and stability as well too. So anyway, so this is what happened with Wayne. Wayne is not prepared to perform at the Super Bowl. I wish he would. I hope he does get clean, and maybe one day he can maybe get a second win and stuff like that. But I know he's trying now.
I just want him to cut off what's left of his locks. You're laughing. I'm so serious.
Right.
I he's like one bad sinus infection away from losing all of his goddamn locks from a bad sneeze.
Right.
Got it off.
And then we're gonna say,
Do you think there's a chance of ever getting the old Wayne back, or to an extent?
I think so because we're just about to talk about Snoop too. There's certain artists, even though they're a lot older, they still what I mean, like they have to evolve.
Snoop was never burnt. Like Snoop was just a smoker.
Right, but he evolved as well too.
He evolved, but Wayne
I feel like Wayne just hasn't evolved yet. Like I feel like he just hasn't.
Yeah,
gone
it's been
past.
20 years, nigga.
Yeah,
What?
right, I don't think he ever will. And that's the problem. So if Wayne can evolve, then maybe. But right now, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing any signs of a.
I don't see
evolved
any
Wayne.
signs. I think the closest to evolving out of the whole YMCMB, it's like Drake is willing to evolve his sound.
Well,
Maybe not as a person, but his sound.
well,
But
I'm glad you brought that point out because now I'm thinking with Wayne. With Drake. I feel like once you reach a certain level, you kind of have to pick which direction you're going to go to. You're going to either have to try to stay young for as long as you can and appear to the younger audiences, or you mature with your audience. Because I was just thinking about this when I went to the Wale show, and Wale mentioned this, Wale's like, man, I can't believe that you guys have been out here supporting me it's been 15 years now. And I was thinking to myself, holy fucking shit. Wale has been out for 15 years. I mean, they've been out for over 15 years too. And it's like, we have grown. We're not the same people that we were 15 years ago. You know what I mean?
how old am I? Because 15 years ago sounds crazy.
Yeah, if you think 15 years ago.
And
yeah.
I have memories. I'm like, whoa, I wasn't a kid like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2024 now.
Stop.
And
Don't. Stop.
Shit, don't do the math.
Stop.
No math. But yeah, so I think with Kendrick, I think has chosen the path to kind of evolve with his audience as well too. I hear the maturity.
You can hear them, but
in the music.
What makes it so much more beautiful to me in Kendrick's case is that even from his first was Good Kid, Mad City considered his first debut album?
That was his first official one.
His first official.
Section 80,
yeah.
kind of, but it's really Good Kid, Mad City. Yeah.
So, because that was the first one that really stuck with me. You could even see his storytelling from back then. So to see that his evolution to now is still storytelling, but it's I can pick up little pieces from this and the little pieces from that. It's just I feel satisfied as a consumer. Okay. Sure. Great movie, thank you. I could watch a movie on this whole evolution and be very satisfied. I can do the same for Drake, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I could do the same for Wayne. But at the end, if this was like, let's say, God forbid, something happened to Wayne tomorrow,
Yeah.
would you be satisfied with how his movie ended?
No, because if you look at the last most recent Wayne projects, no, it's definitely a decline. You know what I mean? And some people like you should get off on top, but then people get angry when you get off the top.
Yeah.
You think about Rihanna. Like Rihanna left at her peak, and she found another lane that she's more passionate about.
I can't.
It hurts.
It hurts as
upsetting.
as loving Rihanna as an artist.
Yeah.
But knowing that she touched $1 billion, it's like the music industry was never gonna give it.
Yeah,
to her.
like she's not gonna get it from. It's too much.
So it's
work.
like, as a greedy fan, yes, I'm pissed, but
I completely understand.
I can support Robin from the sidelines.
Yeah.
Like, if she never dropped another album, knowing that Auntie was the last album that
and-
we got, I'm satisfied.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Auntie, and I'm gonna keep saying this, R&B album of the decade. I don't think there's any R&B album better than
and
that.
then on top of that, it's just like, if she was to drop something else, because Auntie was so good, our expectations are through the roof.
Yeah.
And I don't think, like, because we didn't know that was going to be her last album,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say we didn't appreciate it, but it's like, you can still listen to the whole Auntie from beginning to finish
Absolutely.
now
Yeah.
and enjoy it. Versus, like, if she was to drop something now, I feel like that since our expectations are so high, we're going to be like, all right, that's all right.
I mean, fair point, because she dropped so rarely. She dropped that record for the Black Panther soundtrack, and people killed that.
Yeah, I was like, I hated it.
I didn't like it either.
People is me.
I was
"Fuck is
people.
that?"
Yeah, I was people, everyday people. But yeah, so like you could go out on top like Rihanna, and you're gonna face backlash either way,
Regardless.
You know what I mean?
But as far as Wayne, and just my overall point of it all is just like, everybody involved in the situation, as far as like Wayne's crew, has gone out sad this year.
Yeah. And when you're talking about Drake's discography, right?
Like, Drake's still Drake. Don't get me wrong.
Drake is Drake.
That should have never been a cover art. But
Drake's most recent album was For All the Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And For All the Dogs, it just seems like it wasn't...
okay.
Yeah. For All the Dogs didn't seem like a step up for Drake. It just seems like he's still
like
on...
He
you know
dropped
what I
a
mean?
bunch of stuff that he's already had,
Yeah.
like, in the vault. He was just like, let me just put these things together and push.
Yeah, and then C.O.B. even has some old throwaway records on there as well, too. Like, that Wayne and Ross record definitely sounded like something from fucking...
Something dated.
2013, you know what I mean? But,
Fucking Ross probably beefing now. He's like,
Yeah.
bitch, ain't nobody take push, drop that shit.
Right. All right. Now Snoop Dogg has replied back to Kendrick because Kendrick did mention in his lyrics as well too that Snoop posted Taylor Made. I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it. It's only right for me to let it go. That's what he said about Snoop. And then Snoop replied on X saying, K-Dot's new album, GNX, fire emojis. It was the edibles, West King.
Niggas be choosing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, because it's like, it was hard to see, like...
Because I remember in real time us listening to Snoop's, like, reaction to both of them.
Right.
And
yeah,
we're like...
That's not answering anything. That was the most confusing response. You really could have kept that to yourself.
He was waiting to pick a side.
Yeah, that was weird.
Snoop was going to go with whoever was hot.
Which is weird, because you're supposed to be West Coast. Like, nobody could be mad if Snoop just went with Kendrick at the beginning. You gave him, at the House of Blues, you gave him the crown with Dre and all the West Coast legends and stuff like that. Like, you was on To Pimp a Butterfly with him. Like, I get you might like Drake, but in this moment, either shut the fuck up or go with the West Coast. Like,
One thing I can appreciate about fucking, like, not to get off subject, about 50 Cent is that at least he stuck with the people he decided to side with.
Yeah.
He like, oh, all right, fuck it.
Yeah. Nah, shout out to 50. And shout out to Snoop. That's my birthday twin, too, man. Shout out to him.
Damn, all these niggas Scorpio. There's a lot of Scorpio
He's a
action
Libra.
going on.
Libra. He's October 20th.
Yeah, you right at the end.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Listen, Mommy, you don't seem like a Scorpio. I don't know where that came from, but
Yeah.
Libras are a little fake. I give them that.
Whoa! Wait.
No, it's okay. No, we ain't gotta sit here and act like that ain't the case.
No, it's not. It's not the case, man. Like, look, the Libras, we just cool. We like to keep the balance.
Y'all like to keep the peace,
Yeah, we like to keep
but
the
y'all
peace.
still feel how y'all feel. It's like,
Just don't piss a Libra off, and we okay. Don't
I
tip
ain't
the
gonna
scale.
tell y'all but whose
Don't-
side I am on.
Don't tip the scale. That's it. You know what I mean? Keep the scale balanced at all
Balance.
times. All right. Squabbled Up one of my favorite records on the album. He just dropped a
Them
music video
niggas
for
is
it.
squabbling.
Yeah, it's definitely squabbling. That was also like from the Not Like Us music video, like that first intro part. Yeah. I didn't think we was gonna ever hear that song in the light
Yeah,
of day.
because a lot of the times when artists do that, we never hear it.
Yeah, we never hear it. It's just like this was just a throwaway piece, blah blah blah. But he actually gave it to us with a dope sample on there, so that was dope. Luther, the record with him and SZA, vibes. Man at the Garden, I love this record. It's really different. It has a really different sound. I'm actually gonna play it on the outro tonight. But yeah, man, reincarnated. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, just a little bit.
Oh my baby.
And we got the Spanish lady singing all throughout the joint.
Stop.
Can you say you want to play around, do tailor made? I got you.
I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me, demented, submitted in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends. I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation. I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the real and fake. Cynical about the judgment day. I did past life progression last year and it fucked me up. Reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house cause I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only loved what I was doing. Gifted as a musician, I play guitar on a grand level. The most talented where I'm from, but I had to rebel. And so I'm off in the sunset.
I didn't realize I let a minute play. That's how good this. When you know a song is good, that felt like 15 seconds.
Kim said during the fact that the song is 4 minutes, that was like crazy.
That's wild. Wow. Reincarnated is obviously Kendrick impersonating Tupac, like kind of channeling his flow and stuff like that.
Seen the journal on Twitter. It's like Kendrick on Reincarnated. I'm Tupac, nigga. He said, nigga, I'm Tupac.
Right. Yeah, man. So many things. All right. The Heart Part 6. I'm gonna skip to this, John. The Heart Part 6. Oh, of course, and TV off. Mustard killed it. To me, this is like a Not Like Us Part 2 kind of thing. Like it's just in that same arena and stuff like that. Just more hype music for people to turn up to and stuff like that. That
I'm
joint's
into
going
that.
crazy.
I like that Kendrick bag.
Yeah.
That-
Me too.
That
We haven't gotten it in a long time. It was none of those in the
that
last album.
woke West Coast DJ Mustard. Like, yeah.
The West needed this, and they're just consuming it and happy with it. So, and then of course Dodger Blue, another smooth jump on there. Peekaboo and GNX were like the hardest records for me to get through because they're just so West Coast. I eventually like enjoyed them like the more I listened to it because I was just playing the album. But off of first listen, I was just like, it's a little bit.
They're not like us. We not like them.
Yeah, no. Definitely not. Sorry. But the Heart Part 6, a lot of people wanted to run to this record because clearly Drake did a Heart Part 6 to try to step on Kendrick.
So what?
Yeah. And Kendrick's like, you're not phasing me. I'm going to still drop it. And not talk about you at all on this record.
I'm not even going to acknowledge you.
Not even going to acknowledge that you even did anything like that. Like, so this record was just him talking about his upcoming with TDE, with Ab-Soul, how he wanted to rap like him, how J-Rock was supposed to be, who Kendrick is. J-Rock was supposed to be the front runner for the label and supporting him. Schoolboy Q coming in later, like he wasn't even a rapper for real, but he got inspired by them. He was just telling the story about it, and then that's when we heard him mention how Black Hippie project and stuff didn't move forward, and it was all Kendrick's doing because Kendrick just went into another direction artistically. Mm-hmm. And then the last record, Gloria, featuring SZA again. Now this record, I don't want to spoil it for you because it's gonna fuck you up a little bit. But
what?
I don't want to spoil the song, but like I low-key want to talk about it. Tell me where to go, and I could table it. I could play it at the end.
I thought
it's like a storytelling song.
It's 5 minutes
of
my life that I will never get back. I'll listen.
Okay. All right, we'll say that at the end.
Yeah.
And when we play it at the end, we'll maybe talk about it then. But, guys, GNX is out. some significance about this album artwork, which I think is just hard as shit. He is standing behind a 1987 Buick G&X, which stands for Grand National. Now, the importance of this car, when it came out in 1987, it surprised the whole industry. Buick decided to come out with this vehicle to compete in NASCAR and to beat, the competition. And this car was the fastest production car in the world, beating Ferrari, beating Lamborghini, beating the Corvette at the time. And yeah, man. So this junk is super hard, and me being a car guy, I love cars, man. So like this American muscle.
It's a car show.
Yeah, man. The last movie, and I mean they had this amendment to society as well too. I think there's some meaning in there as well too. I think I've seen somebody mention it. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see, GNX menace to society. I definitely spelled menace wrong. Don't touch me.
That's me anytime I'm sharing my screen and I'm trying to search something. I'm like, shut up!
Like,
You don't know me! I have autocorrect.
it's like, it's Menka? Alright, well, I can't find it on here. But, anyway.
The fuck? I've never seen a salad that good in my life. Like, girl,
Bro, she's
please.
fucking that joint up.
Sister, please. It didn't even have no sauce on it.
I'm a big Fast and Furious
What's correlation?
fan. So that same vehicle he was racing in.
Oh.
I'm trying to see if I can find a clip of it.
You'd probably be better off on YouTube looking for it.
Yeah, you're right.
That boy K-Dot got some ears on him.
Hey, he can hear you. He heard you.
Yeah, right? K-Dot, don't get me. You just can't see my ears under the wig. I got
The
some.
fourth one is just Fast and Furious, right? Or is it the Fast and Furious?
I think it's Fast and Furious.
This was like my favorite.
11.
one.
How many fucking Fast and Furiouses are out?
They got 9 right now. They're working on 10.
Good lord.
No, they got 10.
Stop.
They got 10. No, they got one more coming.
Stop.
They got one more coming, man.
Please. You've ruined the franchise. Y'all could have stopped at 7.
Yeah, hold on, y'all. Yeah.
When did Letty come back alive?
Well, I thought we'd be
I think it was
by
6.
now. That's some damn.
Oh my God, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna play the whole jump, but like I ain't gonna lie. With Dom is driving, I was like, I want to drive. I ain't gonna lie. That jump was hard, but the reason why he picked that car, he was also born in 1987 as well too, and he said that his dad brought him home in a Buick, not the GNX, but I think it was the Royal or something like that. But he brought him home in a Buick, and he was playing I think Big Daddy Kane or something like that. So this is like there's a whole lot of like significance to it for Kendrick, and also I think too Grand National, just to play on words, Grand National, right? Like nation, pride. Kendrick kind of leaning on America while Drake's being the Canadian. There's a lot of things to dig into it. So phenomenal project. I think definitely in the running for album of the year, and yeah. Let me know what you guys think of it.
Top hill, top